Howdy folks, I'm Scoryth, the Crimson Renegade, and welcome back to Final Fantasy 15. Today, I'm actually going to begin the first, the only one they've released so far, at least at this point, of the episode DLCs that come with this game. For those of you unfamiliar with what I'm talking about, this is the first game that I'm aware of. I think Final Fantasy 13 too, and 13 Lightning Returns did it as well. But I'm going to focus on this game. This game comes with additional DLC episodes that add to the storyline and expand on the lore. There's supposed to be a patch that comes out eventually where they're supposed to expand on Ravis's story, the brother to Luna Freya, the big guy in the white outfit, white hair, and the metal left arm. I think it was his left arm. I don't know when that's supposed to come out, but as of this point, I'm playing. This is the end of April that I'm playing this episode, even though this particular DLC came out, I believe, in March. Each of the other characters of Noctis' party, Gladio, Ignis, and Prompto, will each go to get their own episodes where we basically play the game from their perspective. If you remember the main storyline, at some point in the game, each one of those other party members leaves the party, whether it be on their own or by accident. And I believe these DLC episodes actually show what happened with those characters while they're away from Noctis. So that's kind of an interesting little way to do it. I believe there's also supposed to be an episode Aranea as well, for Aranea Highwind, the mercenary that fought us originally once and then basically sort of like didn't really join our party but helped us a little bit later. I think it's supposed to be one for her as well, but I believe it's supposed to be one for Iris eventually too. I'm not really sure on that. But I'm going to go ahead and play. I don't know how long each of these DLC episodes are. So I'm going to go ahead and play the first one, which is episode Gladiolus. We're going to see the perspective from Gladiolus. Like I said, considering I believe this is supposed to be when each of the characters left your party for a little while, left Noctis' party, this would be when, just as we reached Kayam with Iris, when Iris came along with us in the Regalia. After we got to Kayam, she left our party permanently, and then Gladiolus left to go take care of some business. And then Noctis, Ignis, and Prompto went on to do a little bit more storyline stuff before we met up with Gladiolus again at Lestalem's reactor, or the power plant. So I believe this is what the episode Gladiolus is what's going to happen between the point Gladio left at Kayam and met us again at the Lestalem power plant. With that said, what I'm going to do here is I'm not sure how this is going to start up. I don't know if we're just going to jump right into the game, if it's going to have me load a previous save. But if it does allow me to load a previous save, what I'm going to load is a second game that I played after I finished the main storyline. I went back and played the game again off screen, and I played everything that I believe I possibly could. I did all the main storyline stuff, obviously. I did, if not all, most of the side quests that I came across. If there was some that I missed, I'm not aware of them. I did all the side quests that I was able to do. I did all of the hunts. I do mean all of them, including the very last one against supposedly the hardest boss of the game, which, if you haven't seen it yet, spoiler warning in 5 seconds. I'm about to tell you what the final hunt is. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Spoiler over. About to tell you. The final hunt against the Adamantoids, whatever. The giant mountain that you see from Hammerhead. If you're standing in Hammerhead, you're looking out toward the mountains out in front of you. There's a really, really tall mountain over to the right. That tall mountain is actually a giant turtle, and after some events happen and you unlock all the other hunts, eventually you unlock the final hunt, which is against the Adamantoids, or they call it Adamantus. Adamantoids sounds better to me. And that's the giant turtle that's hiding under that mountain. Supposedly, I've read that fight is supposed to take up to 72 hours long. I don't see how that's possible. I mean, how can you play the game for 72 straight hours? But of course, some people can. But I'm not trying to sound like I'm bragging here, because I've seen somebody beat him in a faster time. I beat him in about 20 or 30 minutes, I think. It wasn't really that hard to beat. All I had to do was make sure I kept my HP up. I didn't, anytime I went down, I was able to res myself immediately with Phoenix Downs. So even the hunts didn't allow you to use Carbuncle, so I had to use Phoenix Downs, which luckily I could. anytime Noctis went down, I just threw down a Phoenix down, got right back up, and I just kept straight up attacking him. And any of his really big attacks, I just avoided. I'll get into whole detail about that later, but what I wanted to point out was I went back and I did all the side stuff, did all the hunts, and I leveled my character. I reached the max level cap at the time, which was 99. Before they released Episode Gladiolus, they released another patch where, thank you, Keelan, for your input. We reached they actually they broke the level cap. You can now go beyond level 99. I don't know how far beyond 99 you can go because I've only gotten up to 101. I haven't tried to go any farther than that because at the time I'd already finished all the stuff. I didn't really want to play the game again for a while. So if it lets me to get back to the original point that I was trying to get to, whatever game it allows me to load, I am going to load the save that has my characters at the highest level, which would be right about 100. So I'm not going to load the game that you saw me do during the original series, where my character's only about level 45. I hope that I'm not too overpowered for this DLC, but I want to make sure I'm not underpowered either, which is why I don't want to do the characters that are only like 40 something. So I'm going to go. So I guess we're ready to start it. Let's do this. Special. Chapter 13, Verse 2, for King and Comrade. The game will return to the title screen when complete. Character stats and gear do not carry over from the main game, and progress is not saved. Okay. This section features the gameplay of Episode Gladiolus. We're actually playing as Gladiolus here, which is actually pretty interesting. It's going to change his perspective and probably the way you fight, because you don't have the option to warp strike like Noctis does. ZEGNATUS Keep. At long last, the group infiltrates the imperial capital of Gralea, only to lose their king behind enemy lines. Gladiolus and Ignis storm ZEGNATUS Keep in pursuit of Noctis. Okay, so at this point of the game, Gladio and Ignis were lost behind. Remember the train? We were driving the Regalia, and the Regalia crashed and gave out. And then we approached a train. Noctis went into the train. The train collapsed and separated Gladio and Ignis from Noctis. Obviously, we already had lost Prompta way back when on the train. Way back. So, I'll be with Ignis for a while. Unfortunately, blind Ignis, but that's okay. We'll make it work. So, this is... okay, it's an interesting way to start this. I actually thought it was going to be from when Gladio left us at Kayam. So, it's actually an interesting way to do it. Actually, we split up at the train, when the train separates Noctis and... Gladio. If you remember where this point is, this is late game. Obviously, this is chapter 13. Prompto has already been knocked off the train. Like I explained already, what happened with the Regalia. Right after this, from Noctis' perspective, he finally puts on the Ring of Lucius, and he gains the abilities, because right now, Noctis' abilities are locked because of what... Arden did. Arden locked his abilities. He can't use his swords or anything. The royal arms and all that. He can't use those. So his only abilities just come from the Ring of Lucius. So I wonder how that's going to work for us, because it supposedly locked our ability. It locked Gladio and Ignis' abilities as well. So I guess we're about to see how that works.
Is there a way forward? Well, there's a way, but I don't see us going forward without facing off with the demons.
But now Noctis is facing them alone. There must be some way we can help him.
Perhaps I could be of service.
Oh, why you?
What are you doing?
This is the last person I wanted to see this early in the DLC.
Why, I come bearing gifts.
The hell?
See? Gifts. Now, I believe a thank you is enough.
For what? Another one of your stupid tricks?
Here I am, helping for a change, but I can see I'm not wanted.
No, you're not. Shoo.
I'm loath to trust him.
Same. But at this point, we need all the help we can get.
Okay, well, convenient storyline to fill in there. At least now we know why we have weapons. For King and Comrade, enter ZEGNATUS Keep. Okay, so,
I ought to have been more cautious. If anything were to happen to Noctis.
Can't move forward if you're always looking backward. Quit thinking about what you could have done then, and start thinking about what you can do now.
You're right. What's done is done.
Okay, so at least that explains why we have weapons now. Alright, they definitely changed the HUD for this. We got Gladio there, and Ignis is over there, obviously. Okay. I'm going to guess that I have a limit break called Earth Shatter. What are my abilities here? Okay, I got that there. Okay, we got Gladio level 24. Okay, so obviously, like I said, obviously we figured out they didn't let us to load our previous game because, like I said, my character is going to be 100 and something, and we don't have the gear that we started with either. Oh, I can't change our gear right now. Items. Check. What do we have? We have Potion, High Potion, Phoenix down. Daggers and Claymore. Okay, so obviously Claymore is going to be his weapon, and Daggers are going to be Ignis's weapon. Can't take any photos or anything, I don't guess. Okay. Alright, I'm going to guess the more I fight, the more I build up Earth Shatters. Let me make sure my buttons are correct. Alright, that's kind of dodge roll. Alright, Y is obviously going to make the, I'm going to guess like a limit break. B is attack, so that hasn't changed. What I'm going to hate is the fact that he uses a long sword, because long swords are very slow to attack with. And that's why I never used him with Noctis, because they were so slow, and it's not my preferred style, but obviously nothing I can do about that now. Triggers don't do anything. Right trigger brings up items, that's right, okay. We can take camera photos, alright. Alright, I guess we get it moving. Yeah, this looks like where we were with Noctis. Yeah, okay. So they didn't really change the map in any way. They I guess we climbed on top of the train after all, and then Noctis went on ahead without us, I suppose, because this is the same spot where Noctis and Gladio got separated. But Noctis had to go without weapons up into the train. So okay, all right. And I know there's a run button. There was a there it is. It's left stick. Okay, all right. By the way, some other things I forgot to mention. There was other great things they added in some of the DLCs. They added an accessory that allows you to have infinite stamina, so Noctis can run forever. Why are you walking by yourself? I didn't tell you to move. Some other pretty cool accessories as well. Can you not stand still? Good God, Gladio. I managed to also pick up one of the ways that I was able to get so much experience as well is I picked up items called Moogle Charms, and they were accessories that boost the amount of experience that you gain from defeating enemies. I'm not sure about completing missions, but I know you get more from defeating enemies, and it stacks. So the more Moogle Charms you have on a certain character, the more experience they gain. I believe it's a 20% boost per charm. So if you put 3 charms on somebody, it's a 60% experience boost, and that was a huge gain. Can you not stand still, Gladio? Jesus. Those were the Google Charms weren't part of the DLC stuff. That was stuff you get from exploring and all that. As far as some other DLC gear, there was some gear that allows you to boost your tech gauge at the cost of your armature gauge. Your armature gauge doesn't build up at all, and vice versa. You can gain your armature gauge faster, but you don't gain any tech. So you couldn't use your character's tech abilities like Prompto's Piercer, those kind of things. There's some other accessories that did some pretty awesome stuff too, not just for Noctis, but the other characters as well. I can't remember what they were right now, but I might go back and visit them eventually because I might eventually show off all the hunts, even though there's a lot of them. It'll be like that'll be another separate series in itself probably, but I might show off all the hunts and I can show off all the gear that I've got and you're able to get from those hunts as well. Alright, anyway, let's move on with episode Gladiolus. Alright. Going through the train here. Alright, we got an item here. What is this? A high potion, okay. Oh, there's some enemies already. Going out this way doesn't do us any good. Is there any items over here, maybe? Nope. I know I can't warp strike because this is Gladio, not Noctis, so... So I'd probably have to do straight up, just go charge right in, guns blazing, as the Nora group would say. Final Fantasy 13 reference. Okay, so that's how Earth Shadow works. All right, here we go. Oh wow, they changed the numbers. The attack numbers are different. It actually shows the hits. Glaive Art. Successfully land strikes to boost Gladiolus' valor. Then press Y to perform one of his glaive arts. The higher Gladiolus' valor, the stronger the art he can perform. Okay. So, now I can perform Razor Edge.
So if we can conjure our weapons again, does that mean Noct can too?
I have a feeling the Chancellor isn't so generous. He may have feigned friendship, but he's proven a foe before. We'd best be careful.
You are absolutely right. It is not. He is not. He ain't giving. He didn't give Noctis any abilities. Believe me, I was there when it happened. Okay, nothing I can climb up here and get anything. Okay. All right, hang on, Iggy. Hang on, Iggy. I'm coming. I wonder if the damage pop numbers I was looking at were definitely more visible and definitely different in font. I wonder if that's just for the episode Gladiolus, or if that's something they did in one of the patches that they did recently. Like I said, I haven't really played this game since they released some of the... I think you could actually call it the Holiday Pack. They released back during Christmas. I haven't played since then, so those patches that they've released probably have done some changes that I'm not aware of. Yeah, all these maps are the same, so at least up to this point so far. X to block incoming attacks. Block just before an attack lands to topple the enemy, creating an opening for a counter-strike. You can also hold X to focus and block attacks. Gladiolus will be vulnerable if he loses his focus. And that's the blue bar. Okay, so not MP since we don't have magic. Oh, Tempest. Okay. Oh, that's blocked. Alright. I kind of like, even though it is slow, it seems they may have improved the, of course they may have just done it for Gladiolus as well, but it seems like they improved the longsword attack speed, as it doesn't seem anywhere near as slow as it was before. Of course, again, it's been a while since I've played, so I may just have forgotten how slow it was. I mean, it is definitely still slower than what I prefer, but it seems it would be a little more tolerable now. What do we got over here? A potion, okay. Supposedly with some of the new DLC stuff they're going to come out with, they're going to be including weapons from previous games. They've already released the Masamune from Sephiroth's weapon from Final Fantasy VII, but I believe they're also supposed to release Lightning's Gunblade from Final Fantasy XIII, I think Zidon's Daggers from Final Fantasy IX, among other things. Alright, what's this? We got Phoenix down, and we can't go down there. So what's this over here? Oh, it's a radio. I don't feel like checking the radio. Okay. I don't remember being able to move those before. Alright. Oh, this is the way we need to go. I'm trying to make sure I get all the side stuff, too, so I don't miss it. Alright. Obviously, we don't have to go the exact... we go the same way that Noctis did, but we don't have to open the doors and stuff. Ooh, that's a big enemy. Here we go. Go, Earth Shatter. Boom. Nice damage. Ow. Is Iggy attacking at all? I don't have a health bar for Iggy. He may not be attacking. I mean, he attacked before, even though he was blind. So I don't know why he can't now, but eh. Of course he may be, and I'm just not seeing him because I'm paying too much attention to what Gladio's doing. Okay, I'm going to assume we're probably trying to look for Noctis, because if I remember right, we end up Noctis ends up catching up. Well, actually, Gladio and Ignis caught up with Noctis inside the ZEGNATUS keep in that electric trap room. What I've seen from screenshots, of course, I don't know how accurate these screenshots are. I remember seeing Core in one of the screenshots. I remember Core was one of the guys that he actually carried the kind of katana-looking longsword and fought alongside us when we were Noctis alone, really, really early in the game when we were fighting against the Empire. We got over here. High potion. The screenshot that I saw, Core was fighting alongside of Gladio, and I know it was Core because I recognized the long weapon. Because he carried, not only did Core have a longsword katana, he carried it in a sheath, and he held the sheath in his right hand while he swung the sword with his other hand, or vice versa, he held it with his left hand. Either way, he held the katana's sheath in one hand while fighting with the other hand, which I thought was pretty interesting, as far as accuracy and all that. Okay, here's the elevator that we took. Yeah, this was a much quicker way to go. Obviously, not much to do. Alright, we're in. Iggy gets in, and we go down. Oh, the doors close quickly and open again.
More like undead silent. Place is crawling with demons.
Alright, look for Noctis. Alright. I don't have to be stealthy in here again, do I? I gotta hide from those damn robot things. Excuse me just a moment. Get lost. Sorry, I had to discipline a cat being noisy again. Alright. There's over here, nothing. Okay. Anything over here? Nope. I'm not seeing. Well, I don't have to. I'm not seeing the spots where Noctis had to hide. But then again, of course. Why is the camera panning over there? Why is the camera pan over there? But I want to go this way. I want to go this way. You bastard! I guess this is a path they blocked. They deliberately changed so they could have a different way to go for these two guys. Oh, shut up, you! Oh my God! He was annoying enough when antagonizing Noctis.
What is it? Found some kind of secret passage.
Led here by our guide.
Long as it's a step in the right direction, I'll take it.
Of course you will. Here we go.
Where are we now?
Wherever it is, it's a mess. Watch your step.
Cute. Real cute, Gladio, telling Ignis to watch his step. He can't watch it. Couldn't you use a different phrase? Maybe like just be careful? Alright. Let's take a peek. Alright, this is the dead end over here, so... I remember what I was saying earlier before Arden caught up with me was I was trying to... I didn't see any of those spots where Noctis had to hide to avoid those robots, or wonder if I have to hide with Gladio, or just straight up fight him. This is answer my question right here. Alright, there we go.
Jeez, these things gone haywire or something.
Okay, there was a lock-on button when I was fighting. I don't remember where that is. I mean, I'll try to see if I can find... the next time we get into a fight, I'll try to see if I can press it. I think it was one of the shoulder buttons. Alright, what we got here? Nothing so far. Oh. Iggy, you got ahead of me. There's a door there. Okay, the way we need to go that way, so we're going to explore the door. I'm suddenly walking again. Hello. There we go. That's the lock button. Here we go. I like locking on to be able to make sure I'm actually hitting the target. Okay, yeah, the slow down again. Alright, where's that last one? Okay, we got him. Alright. Alright, nothing in here. I don't see items. Okay, moving on. I thought I saw something. Alright. I can't change their gear, can I? Before I was able to. Nope, I obviously can't. I can't even. I forgot I can't look at their gears. Because I remember I could change their outfits, and I wanted Gladio to take off the jacket because that would bring up his attack power, and he has enough HP that I'm not worried about defensive ability. I wasn't worried about his defenses, so I wanted to have as much attack power as possible. And I just remembered I saw on the menu there that Ignis doesn't have an HP bar, so literally it's just Gladio here. Ignis has no. I don't know if he can attack or not. I haven't seen him do anything. But what's with the leg twitch? All right, through this door here. Okay, this room looks familiar.
Think we might have found the control room. Got lots of monitors and stuff,
which may help us monitor the rest of the keep. Does anything look operable?
Operate the control panel. Okay, maybe I don't remember this room. I remember a room that looks similar to this. I don't think I've been through here with Noctis, though. I remember a room where we had like a bunch of buttons that operated the doors, that shifted doors that allowed you to change where you had to go. Obviously, we got to go over here at this control panel there. Nothing over there. Okay, that's all. We're gonna open up that elevator over there on the left. Operate. Operate. Thank you.
I'm more of a low-tech kind of guy, but I'll see what I can do. What have we here? Huh. Looks like they wiped everything.
All of it?
Yep. Wait, I got something. There's one surveillance tape they forgot to erase. Almost like they wanted us to see it.
Well, then we best have a look. Whatever's on that tape might help us locate Noctis pronto.
All right.
What of the Hydrian's power?
Gladiolus.
What of my precious ring?
By the hand of the Oracle, they are with the king now, their rightful owner. And someday soon he shall use them to purge our star of its scourge.
But the crystal is mine. I am the
He's turning into a demon.
true king.
Nay, it is Noctis and none other. Certainly not a puppet of the darkness and the demons it has borne.
You are the puppet, and you must die.
Go Ravis. Oh. Oh no. Well, that explains how he ended up down there dead. Remember we saw Ravis's dead body at the bottom of the... Oh, well, maybe it doesn't explain that yet. Hold on. That's why I spoke too soon. No.
At last you have arrived.
That's not Noctis.
The
That's
gods
Arden.
have shown you their favor. As blood of the Oracle.
That's got to be Arden.
Your father's glaive. Now go forth, my king. Shine your light unto the world.
Spare me your sycophancy. I've indulged your false heroism for far too long.
You tried to save the world in my stead, but it
Told you.
wasn't enough. The crystal chose me, not you.
What is he, Genova?
Oh, rejection hurts, doesn't it?
So he killed, okay, so Gladiolus killed Ravus.
No, just that scumbag Chancellor posing as him.
It sounded like Ravus tried to return His Majesty's sword.
Yeah, guess he finally got over his grudge. Even called Noct his king. Let's move. If that's what he did to Ravus, there's no telling what he'll do to Noct.
Okay, well, that explains that part of it.
Some time.
Then we've none to waste. We need to find Noct before he does.
Okay, if you remember during the main storyline, Noctis found Ravus at the bottom of that thing after he fell down there after fighting that iron giant broke the bridge that he was standing on. He fell down there and he found Ravus just as you saw him there, the sword and disarmed, if you dismembered, his arm dismembered, attached to the sword, and those papers that he threw down there lying around. So Arden set that up for Noctis. There, Ravus posing as Noctis, appearing as Noctis, fooled Ravus into that. So, okay, that's interesting. All right, this is a good place to stop for now. I'm glad this is actually going pretty well. I like the way they actually they're filling. They're filling in. They really are filling in gaps of the story, because before that we didn't know how Ravus died. Now we know he lost to Gladiolus. Obviously, Gladiolus was becoming a demon at that point. They haven't shown if Gladiolus became a demon of his own volition, or if Arden forced that upon him like he did so many others. But at least we've seen how Ravus died. So they're filling in some storyline, which I do like very much, and I can't wait to see more of it. And we'll see more of it in the next episode of Final Fantasy 15. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Check out the links in this video for more of my videos. And thanks so much for watching. I'm Scoryth, the Crimson Renegade. I'll see you later.